all tied up, and this first set is dead even.
Unbelievable combination.
Wow.
Beautifully done.
What a great spot.
Hello and welcome to the 2025-26 APTA Tour. We're live from the Ridgewood Country Club in Paramus, New Jersey, bringing you the 2026 Ridgewood Classic with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership and our tour presenting sponsor, Corian. Tournament support has also been provided by the following local tournament sponsors: Ridgewood Country Club and Xenon Paddle. I'm Laura Mandel, along with Denise Murphy, and we are bringing you the women's final between the number 2 seeds, Macy Elliott and Lisa Lalic, and the number 3 seeds, Allison Morgan and Charlotte Sikora. And our chair umpire for the match is Carol Evertson. And welcome, Denise. We have a good one for everyone today, don't we?
We do, Lauren. Excited to call this match with you today. Yeah, I mean, 2 and 3 seeds going head to head, and I mean, the amount of talent on both sides of this net goes without saying, but going around just identifying the players real quick. On the forecourt, on the right side and the deuce side is Macy Elliott wearing the white hat, and her partner Lisa Lalic, and the left is serving now. On the far court in all black wearing the blue hat is in the ad side, Allison Morgan, and her partner Charlotte Sikora. Well, they just switched sides, but Charlotte is wearing the black vest and the white top. So thank you for court director for these stats, but you can see Allison Morgan from Lake Bluff, Illinois, working as a co-director at the Birchwood Club in Highland Park, Illinois. We've got Charlotte Sikora from Chesterbrook, Pennsylvania. She actually is running her own business, Rackets Odyssey, taking people all around the country and the world. We have Macy Elliott from Wilton, Connecticut, and her partner Lisa Lalic from Morristown, New Jersey. So, I mean, 4 incredible competitors, a lot of experience here in front of us, and Lauren, this will be definitely a lot of pressure, a lot of offense, combined with incredible defense, as Allison Morgan showed last weekend in Steel City Classic in the final. So, thoughts on the match?
Yeah, Allison Morgan played a great tournament last weekend. She and Ellie Halbauer took the title. My thoughts are, it's Elliott and Lalic they're definitely the favorites, but if they don't play their best, then Morgan and Sikora can win the match. I mean, it was an interesting route to the finals for these two teams because Morgan and Sikora were on the same side of the draw with Paige and Lopez, who they have had a lot of trouble with. And when Paige and Lopez had a default because of Paige's sickness, it looked good for Morgan and Sikora. But they had a very, very tricky draw. They in the first had a very tough first round. They had to play Lauren Gebbia and Vanessa Petrini in the first round. They won that match pretty handily. Then they had a 3-setter with Lexi Bohr and Anna Bukian, so that was a tough match. And then they had an easier time in the semis against Daniela Baez and Sasha Nianova. But they had to work hard to get here. And on the other side of the draw, Elliott and Lalic won their first 2 matches handily. And then, the score wasn't close when they played, wasn't particularly close against Mihalovic and Sutter in the semis. But it was a very, very well-played match, a lot of really good long points and long games, and it was closer than the 2 and 3 score appeared. So I think everybody's in good form now coming into the finals here, and we're just about to get started, and Macy Elliott's gonna take us out here.
Yeah, this will definitely there'll be a lot of offense. There's firepower coming from both sides, meaning 4 big forehands and backhands from basically 3 out of the 4 players. In my mind, Allison Morgan's a little different in that, where she does pull the trigger on the drives, but she creates a lot of instability in the net team by her, just like such targeted, beautiful lobs. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So Macy Elliott taking us out, and Charlotte Sikora is returning.
And just to go back to your point about Allison Morgan, she unlike the other players, she doesn't, her drives don't have that raw power, but she does a really good job of hitting down on the ball, taking the ball from high up and hitting down and hitting at your feet. So that'll be key if she can do that in this match. It's hard to get to Lalic and Elliott's feet because they close the net so well.
Absolutely. But the offense can look comes in many different forms, Lauren, as you know.
Yep.
Each weighted equally. That's a great roller by Lalic there, going right for the nick. Slightly hit the back screen, which it just went down the back screen very quickly. For those of you watching, there appears to be a little glitch in the stream here. This is not a freeze dance contest. Everybody didn't just stop.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. Well, we definitely missed a few points in there in that first game, and they sped it up. That is not the game that Sikora and Morgan want to have to start off this match without winning a point.
No, but you know what? It's the game that Elliott and Lalic wanted. When Elliott and Lalic started off the semifinal match, Elliott missed a few serves. So obviously she didn't miss any serves in that game because they wanted it loved. So
absolutely
big improvement.
And I really think that had a lot to do with these conditions, as you can see. The courts are pretty much perfect. Before, they were totally dark blue, lots of moisture on the court. And that really compromises the shots. The ball's heavy, it's wet, etc. It's a great return by Lalic. Sikora is serving. Lisa Lalic returning.
Scoreboard's behind.
Yep.
1-love for Elliott Lalic, 30 all.
It's just, her roller is kind of her classic shot. She can hit that at various depths, various paces, and moves it around beautifully. Again, talking about the communication piece what we were discussing earlier, Lauren, the early call by Morgan. Wow, that's a great drive by Lalic. But what I was saying, the early call just allows Sikora to get set up. There's zero hesitation in not understanding like who's going to take what. It's very clear.
So hard to volley that ball. You know, it's just a huge return, and that's a tough forehand volley to control.
Yeah, and again, Lalic just takes that so early, Lauren. It just takes time away. I swear, Sikora got to the service line, and that ball was on her shoelaces. Just taking that little bit of time away can create just a lot of problems for the opponent. All right, Lalic is serving. Allison Morgan returning.
There's that nice low return.
That's what you're talking about, and I love how Sikora just followed up immediately. Love backcourt. Elliott and Lalic switch sides to get back on their side.
Allison Morgan is so good at handling that heavy roller. I mean, sorry, Macy Elliott.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. I'm looking at Allison while I'm talking.
Yeah.
But the same is true for Allison Morgan. She's so good at handling that roller. And honestly, to be a top player in the game, in the women's game now, you have to be quick and you have to be able to anticipate where that roller is going to go and try to get there before it does, because the second you hesitate, it's just too hard and it's gonna run up the court before you can.
You're gonna be late for that all day long. Early in the match, but some stats from court director. Service games won, that's the biggest difference. Elliott and Lalic 1 of 2, and Morgan Sikora 0 for 1. But you know, and at this early stage in the match, we'll see how those stats develop as this match develops. I mean, that's, I know Lalic missed that, but that's one of her sneaky secret weapons is reading that and stepping in and taking that ball before it gets to the side screen. That's a good hustle. Well, Morgan Sikora are doing a great job volleying these big drives. You know, their hands are very quiet. Their paddles are barely moving. They're just getting their paddle right behind and just redirecting the pace that Elliott and Lalic are giving them. Good spot. Lalic just can move that devastating drive around. The right hip of Sikora was a really good target. Well, I mean, Sikora and Morgan are doing such a phenomenal job of not only just redirecting the pace, but absorbing it and hitting these short volleys that are really creating some problems in their positioning of Elliott and Lalic.
Yeah, when you have to run forward for a short volley like that, you can't crack it, and that's what they want to keep Elliott and Lalic from doing. They want it there, so they're changing the pace, they're changing the look, they're changing the length of the balls they hit, and it's working. There it is again.
Super smart. We've got a lively crowd here at Ridgewood Classic. Lauren, I love it.
Oh. Another really well-placed return from Morgan.
Yep, I think Lalic thought it was closer than it was, and when she stopped her movement, it threw Elliott off a little bit. But to be honest, that's the first time I've seen that. We called the semis and we didn't see that once. great down the lob, or down the line lobs by Morgan.
Woof.
Wow.
She went up there and really put a lot on that ball.
She did.
Great shot by Sikora. And another winning return. And you know, the other thing about Morgan hitting the ball not quite as hard is it just throws off Elliott's timing. So anyway, tell us about Corient.
Yes, a little word from our sponsor, Corient. Corient is excited to partner with the APTA because whether as advisors to our members or as members themselves, they are already part of the APTA community. Learn more at www.corient.com, the official wealth sponsor of the APTA. Yeah,
Okay, so
this is
big switch.
a big switch. Sikora and Morgan are playing very confidently. It's obvious what their strategy is at the net. When they are able, they are absorbing and taking the power off the ball and setting up these, I wouldn't necessarily call them drop shots, but it's more just like a very short angle volley, which is just pulling Elliott and Lalic out of position, which then the rest of the time they're kind of, you know, trying to regather themselves and get balance and get reset. So that strategy seems to be working very well so far.
Yeah, you don't want to let Elliott and Lalic be in position, have time to set up and drive, and so anything you can do to take them out of that rhythm and keep them from hitting the ball where they want it is a good play.
Absolutely.
Lalic thought Elliott was going to take that ball.
Yep. Sikora serving, Lalic returning. I love how Morgan and Sikora are always giving hand signals at the net. Morgan. Look out. Thought she was going to bring it there, Lauren. I saw the wind-up and I'm like, oh gosh.
And that's one of the great things about her roller, right?
Yes.
It looks the same, whether she's going to hit it 1,000 miles an hour or she's going to take the pace off it. So, whoops.
Yeah, I think that bounced a little funny. That was a great point by all four players. Such a good move by Elliott sneaking in. Behind Lalic's great drives.
Oh, played it so well up
there,
until
but
that.
I do like that pressure. I mean, especially on those off-pace dipping balls, Lauren, where it forces either Sikora or Morgan to have to volley up.
That was a good illustration of what happens if you move sideways to hit the ball. It never ends well. You got to move in.
I feel like Sikora has definitely been working on that shot, Lauren. I mean, she's always had a big backhand and is always looking to put pressure and kind of blitz, but now she has been cutting off more and more balls on her forehand side, not letting him get to the side screen, and she just hits like a punishing drive back. That is surprising because I think people, like, she lets probably 8 out of 10 go, then all of a sudden she'll just step in and lean into it and get balanced. It's a tough shot to defend against at the net.
Really playing well today, playing very within herself. Well, of course, jinxed her, but just not, you know, not making many errors.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Yep.
She just doesn't stop. By the time that ball hit the net, Lauren Charlotte was in the front half of the service box there. Great, that's a great move by Elliott to anticipate and take that ball. Again, moving forward on that volley. I really like how they bossy formation on Morgan there.
Lalic likes to serve and stay back, and she's so good at handling those drives, but she's missed the last 2.
It's a great pickup by Lalic.
Yeah, good. Goodness.
There's that short volley again, Lauren. Requires such soft hands.
Got her.
Yep. Your shoulders went back on that. That's why it ended in the net. All right, going Aussie formation again against Allison Morgan. Lalic serving.
She came in this time.
That forehand.
That was really.
Go ahead, Lauren.
No, I was going to say that, you know, that think back to that get that Lalic made in the screen on that really incredibly hard get she made. That really saved this from being 5-2, and big difference between 4-3 and 5-2.
Yeah, and just mentally, it doesn't seem like it's such a big hurdle. You know, it's that ever important 7th game.
True, it does.
Being down 2-5 to 3-4 feels a lot different. So yeah, the drives that all 4 players, the only ones they're really missing is when they're not. You had mentioned earlier, Lauren, when they're either moving parallel to the baseline or they're just way too far in the green. But the pressure drives by all 4 players, no matter what the pace or the spin, have been unbelievable. Like that, there's a classic example. Lalic was 2 feet in the green with her shoulders back. But when she sees that ball and takes it early, that's a completely different shot. Like that.
Ooh.
Went for a little bit too much on that volley, but it just sets her up in a completely different light. Great lob by Lalic. That's a phenomenal spot to put that ball in the dead run by Sikora. Soft and right between Elliott and Lalic. I don't know how you do that.
Good racket control.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. Incredible get by Elliott. Holy macaroni. I don't, that was incredible display of athleticism and speed. I think she had had enough, Lauren. She's like, okay, enough with these short balls.
Oh. Allison Morgan just went right back to business and held serve, and now Elliott's got to win this game to stay in the match, in the set.
Allison Morgan's feet just never stop. I mean, all four players' footwork is phenomenal, but they just don't stop.
I love watching Allison Morgan's footwork and the way she takes those steps, and she always gets herself in position for a backhand volley. Ah!
Wow, stepping in a little chip. Same exact setup. Talk about camouflaging a shot.
She fooled us, and
Yep.
she fooled Macy Elliott, more importantly.
Yep. I'm thinking there she goes again, just doing her thing, creating instability with her lobs, and she just stepped in, and instead of lifting her knuckles up to the sky for the lob, she just pushed them out. Very crafty. I mean, that's so great to at least pull. It just keeps your opponents guessing and perhaps positioning a little closer to the net, not knowing if that's coming again, which is so valuable. That's a great ball. Down the line. Lob to set up that pressure move by Morgan. It's just a beautifully calculated point. Great defense with some awesome overheads by Elliott. Down up is so tricky by Lalic.
Here comes Sikora.
Yep.
Got her again. Set point, Denise, and a little frustration from Elliott and Lalic. I mean, Morgan and Sikora are playing such a smart set.
What I love about what they're doing is Morgan and Sikora not being predictable at all.
Right, right.
Their targets are different on their drives, their lobs, just, you know, at the net, their overheads, mixing up the spins. Wow.
We'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel with live streaming by ProFlight and match statistics provided by Court Director.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build and our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. I'm Laura Mandel here with Denise Murphy. And we just had the first set of the women's finals. Morgan and Sikora took the first set from Elliott and Lalic, and they played a nearly flawless set, I thought. I'm not sure they can play any better, and Elliott and Lalic are going to have to lift their game because Morgan and Sikora did a really good job of mixing things up and not letting Elliott and Lalic get into any sort of a rhythm, and not giving them too many opportunities to just to hit their overpowering drives and their overpowering overheads. So let's see if Elliott and Lalic can turn the tables here, but kudos to Morgan and Sikora for playing a really great set.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, Morgan and Sikora are doing things I haven't seen them do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Elliott has a lot of years under her belt playing against these two. And I've shared her wealth of knowledge with Lalic, and what I will say is the 4-time national champ Macy Elliott, if there's anybody who is a master strategist, and I've seen her shift gears and strategies many a time, mainly against Lopez and Page. It'll be interesting to see how this second set unfolds. And I think we're going to see a different paced match. I think my guess is Elliott and Lalic will just slow things down and just get really picky on their offensive looks.
Ooh.
And I would say it's already happening for him. How many lobs have come off of Elliott and Lalic's paddle at this point?
Morgan and Sikora are, doing a good job not giving anything to Elliott and Lalic that they can really work with and drive. They're either very deep overheads or in the side screen.
Yeah, and sometimes you can get, as a net team, just receiving lob after lob, can get lulled into making a low percentage choice with an overhead given how far away they are from the net. And Morgan Sikora, to your point, being very disciplined. Oh, little miscommunication there. That was a rare miscommunication. A little bit late call, perhaps, than normal. But what a phenomenal point by all 4 players. And again, the game just slowed down. Charlotte Sikora serving. Lisa Lalic returning. Morgan is so committed to that backhand volley.
I love it.
Yeah, does a little step to the right. Great point.
And they're frustrating Elliott and Lalic. They just can't figure out really where to find their offense from.
Yeah, I think Morgan Sikora just need to keep doing exactly what they did in the first set, and I think Elliott Lalic just need to be a little more patient and see what unfolds. Wow, phenomenal block by Sikora there. That's not easy to do. But that was a solid overhead. You get somebody off balance, off the court a little bit, Lauren, it's just going right back at him that very next shot. Not letting off the hook. That's exactly what just happened over there to Sikora.
Yeah, see, that overhead was too hard. And it was all Macy Elliott needed. Smart shot.
I mean, Morgan was right on top of the net. So
yeah,
smart.
when you're on top of the net, it's
You can
that,
do that.
that off-pace drive isn't going to work.
No.
But Lalic shouldn't see her.
It's a good return by Elliott.
Yeah, on a big moment.
Yeah, man. The
So
depth
smart.
of the lobs have changed that game. The Morgan Sikora were consistently lobbing.
I love that overhead. You saw that Morgan started to go up the side screen to guard against the big hard roller, and
Yep.
Lalic saw her, and she just softly slid it down the middle, and nobody was home. That's why that's why all of your rollers looking the same, no matter what pace and where you're hitting them, is so big, because your opponent has to make a decision at some point.
Absolutely. I mean, the value of that off-pace roller is just as much as the big,
Oh yeah.
glitzy, glamorous one. But when you have the big one, when you have the yin to the yang, there's huge value in that softer roller.
I've never seen I mean, that was obviously helped by the left court, but I've never seen Allison Morgan hit so many outright winners.
Yes, she's really stepping into that backhand today.
Placing her drive so well.
Really good. Great overhead and a great dig. All right. Well, better lobs that point. I like that. Again, the Elliott Lalic's overheads limiting the amount of offense that Morgan Sikora can bring. Love that subtle switch of Lalic moving to the right side, getting Elliott to hit the primary overhead person. Lalic at the net on the right. Ball was just a little behind her. I think Elliott thought it was going to come out just a little bit more. All right, Elliott serving, Allison Morgan returning. I mean, that was a great pressure return by Sikora. Those are her best drives, is when she just hits and continues to move into the court. Very tough to navigate at the net team.
That was an angry, frustrated forehand.
Yeah. I wanted to mention, Lauren, in the intro there was mentioned what Charlotte Sikora and Allison Morgan do, but Macy Elliott is the director of rackets at Rolling Hills Country Club in Brooklyn, Connecticut. Lisa Lalic is the paddle professional at Essex Hunt Club in Gladstone, New Jersey, and the tennis pro at Maidstone Club in East Hampton, New York. So all four of these players are seasoned teachers of the game and obviously have a extensive background in tennis.
Yes, and spent a lot of time on a court.
Yes.
That's the forehand you're looking for.
That's
Great spot.
a really great spot. It's tough. This is Elliott and Lalic's 5th tournament together. They played the Fairfield Open a couple weeks ago, came in 3rd place. Long Island, they had 1st place. Aronimink Grand Prix, they took 1st place, and the Baltimore Open 3rd place.
Elliott didn't commit to that backhand. She kind of guided it.
Again, that's the difference, seeing it early and moving into it. Solid volley, great drive. Great lob by Lalic out of the ad side. Such good depth on those rollers.
Whoops. This is Elliott Morgan and Sikora's 3rd final of the season, where they lost to Baltimore in the finals, to Lopez and Page, and I guess it's not their 3rd final together. Morgan and they lost, to in the Fairfield final. So they would really like to come up with a win here. It'd be their first big win of the season. I think they won a small tournament at the beginning, but they haven't had a
cup.
Yeah, they haven't had a signature. They haven't had like a signature win like this, and they're playing well enough to do it.
I agree. Yeah, there's been a lot of development in there. I mean, that I'm seeing just in this match. It's really cool to witness. There's a lot of interesting new shots, targets. It's a great get. That indecision between the two of them. Sikora and Morgan just closing on the same ball. It created a weak reply, and Lalic saw that and took advantage of it.
Yeah, got a little help from the left cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan Sikora, a good lesson, right? They've been playing together for years, and they play more tournaments than anyone, but they can still find things to improve on, and they do. That was almost the
Shows
same
you
exact thing, but this time the wet cord went out, whereas before it won them the point. So
Yeah. But I mean, it just shows you the velocity at which she's hitting the ball and the rotation she has for her hit on a drive to hit the let cord and it goes out long.
I thought those weren't passed after. I thought those roll it again. Nobody plays. It was just Louis who said I'm done. Louis is the one that said I'm done. Okay.
It's really good, again, really good placement on these overheads by Morgan Sikora. Oh, wow.
slide.
Oh, that was Woen. Oh, wow. I can't imagine.
Interesting choice by Lalic there.
Yeah, every once in a while she'll lob a return to serve, and it surprises me every time.
Yeah. Great overhead, but really good lobbing by Elliott, Lalic. They're just, Morgan's core just making really, really good decisions based on how far or close they are to the net. By Sikora to the drive. I mean, we said they needed to create longer points, Lauren. Elliott and Lalic are doing just that. Great dig by Lalic. That was a tough one, very low.
That was it, right? She waited 100 balls for the ball she wanted to drive, and she got it. That's all you have to do.
All you have to do. It's just that simple, Lauren.
Yeah, just so simple.
This is a simple game, really. But yeah, I mean, it's knowing exactly what you're looking for and you're not compromising at all. You're just pulling the trigger on the right ball. And if it takes 50 lobs, it takes 50 lobs.
And it did.
Uh-huh.
Right? So that's why he's our pro. That's why he's the pro of the ball club. Oh, it's pure golf. Like our we play Sunday morning for
Wow.
Perfect.
Great overhead by Sikora. Elliott almost got there, too.
Which is amazing, because
Yeah.
it was all the way almost up to the net.
Great lob. Oh, it's a good move by Elliott, though.
She wasn't set for that volley. She was still moving.
Yep.
And finally a chance for Morgan and Sikora to win this game. Called it out. Umpire agrees. That was some hold from Allison Morgan, Denise.
Wow. I mean, all right, there you go. Some awesome stats from court director here. I mean, service points won right there, 50% versus 20%. I mean, that's a significant difference. Service games won. I mean, again, we're only on the
Yeah, we're only a few
here.
games in.
Yeah, but break points converted. 1 out of 5 versus 1 out of 1. So at there, I mean, all 4 players are playing an incredibly solid match. It's just you know, I think in our opinion, we're seeing a lot of different things from Sikora and Morgan. And it's really keeping Elliott and Lalic off balance and really not comfortable. All right, Lalic serving, Morgan returning. Yep, she wants that back. Again, but there's similar patterns of misses as there are makes. It's just moving parallel with the net instead of seeing that and loading and moving forward to take that volley. Wow. Smart play to just get out of there because we know what Lalic is thinking.
Great
phenomenal
job.
I mean, Lauren, Sikora finished, like, talk about excellent footwork. She finished inside the service line, like on the green, mind you, but her feet never stopped on that.
Another winner from Allison Morgan.
Wow.
She's been hitting a winner machine today.
Yeah, I mean, what was I thinking starting the intro by saying that? Her drive didn't have as much firepower, and that
well, it doesn't, but she's placing it so well and keeping it so low and getting such good angles. I mean,
yeah, but at the same time, she is bringing more than she has in the past,
yes,
too. I mean,
yes.
She's really just laying into that.
See what she does here.
Yep. Great overhead. I think I maybe hit that seam or something. It seemed to come in at a very different angle than Elliott thought. Oh boy.
Ooh, wow. Oh my goodness. The peanut gallery helped that one over.
Yeah, I think all the exhales, that was the wind that just like was pushing it over the net. Yeah, those balls can be very, oh boy. Okay.
No letdown from Morgan and Sikora in this
No.
set. They're keeping the
No.
level incredibly high.
Yeah, Elliott and Lalic need to figure out a way to, because right now the momentum is just building and building.
They need to get a spark
Sikora
somehow.
and Morgan's side, yeah. They need to somehow disrupt that in a high percentage way. go. I just love the energy and excitement of this crowd here at Ridgewood. Can we just talk about that for a moment?
They're definitely loud.
It's so fun. I mean, this isn't a tennis match. I love the energy and the verbal cheering. I mean, Sikora's making such great adjustments with her feet at the net and getting balance with those shoulders forward. She's really sticking some unbelievable shots at the net. That's a great shot by Lalic.
Ooh. Again, little indecision.
Yeah. Uncharacteristic for those two, but good recovery. Oh, I like these softer overheads. I like the move. I just would have loved for Morgan to go right through the middle on that.
Well, that was a very important game for Elliott Lalic because not only is 3-2 a lot better than 4-1, but they lost a couple of games where they had leads and had game points, and that's super annoying and frustrating. So good job closing out that game, and now it's, you know, back on serve.
I do like the pressure that Elliott was applying. I mean, both Lalic and Elliott have such penetrating, great drives and could easily roll that at the feet. And I love that she came in several times behind her shots. That was different. We hadn't seen a lot of that in the first set. Such a good lob.
Dangerous, but great move.
Yeah, I mean, the target was a little bit scary, but I mean, that's what these off-pace balls, I mean, we've seen it time and time again, Lauren. Lalic has the speed and the anticipation. She can read that ball. She needs to jump on more of these off-pace balls, and she did. Excellent job just there.
That's what I was waiting for. You know, just like we were saying in the semifinal match, Lalic is leaning so much towards the middle that you have to go behind her to keep her honest. Okay, from 30 love to 30 all very quickly.
Like that Morgan went straight ahead with that chip, even though, again, to our point about the anticipation factor, the partner always covering the void when the partner was pulled back, to go right at her just to keep her honest.
I liked it too. Oh,
yeah. Wow.
Another winner for Allison Morgan. Such good awareness of where her opponents are on the court.
Yeah, if I were to say what Allison Morgan's superpower is it's very rare that she makes a bad decision.
Yeah.
Her decision base, it's incredible how she sees the court, making the right choices at the right time. Now execution, you know, everybody misses balls. It's part of the game, but
A lot of let cords on this court.
a lot of let courts. Okay, Elliott serving, Morgan returning.
It is 4-2. Big turnaround in that game for Morgan and Sikora. That was big.
Big. Sikora, the pressure of Sikora coming in. Elliott making that first volley. It's a lot. All right, Morgan serving, Elliott returning. There's that
Right at her.
defensive volley. Lauren first
Yeah.
in control and moving towards the volley. Completely different shot. Much harder to defend as opposed to move to it and see it and control it. Okay. Elliott and Lalic need to take some breaths here. Dig deep and start to grind from the baseline.
Oh, that's a terrific backhand.
That's a nice pace ball.
So low, nothing Morgan could do. It was just
No.
perfectly placed.
We talked about in the first set, Lauren, the ever important 7th game. 5-2 versus changing over at 3-4. Feels a lot different, especially when you're down a set. But if anybody can figure that out,
Yeah.
it's going to be Elliott.
And the game isn't
who's
over
been
yet.
in that position
Yeah.
1,000 times.
Okay, Lalic missed the last 2 returns. Okay, she made that one. Great volley.
Just such quiet hands by Sikora there. Just lob by Lalic.
Smart.
That was so smart. I thought she was going to drop that ball, Lauren.
Yep.
What it?
So did Sikora. She caught her because
Yeah.
her weight was all the way forward.
Yep.
Run up for
Elliott
a
just
short ball.
held that
Yeah.
beautifully. I don't want to do commentators like whatever, but I can feel the energy shift in Elliott. I mean, and it's carrying over Lalic. I mean, she has dialed into another level.
Gonna be tricky.
Yep. Wow. Phenomenal playing by Elliott and Lalic. Morgan serving to Lalic.
Good driving. Wow, that was
Okay.
Morgan Sikora had 2 points for 5-2, but Elliott and Lalic were rock solid from there on in, and now it's 4-3, and they have a lot more to think about. And here we see the set 2 summary again. About what you would expect for 4-3.
But break points converted. Wow, 75%. 43%. Interesting stats. Thank you, court director. But I mean, I can feel a shift. I feel like I am feeling the energy from Elliott from where our vantage point, Lauren. I mean, she is just, she is stepping in. She is staying small. She is moving those feet in. She is applying a ton of pressure. And Lalic is playing incredibly smart and doing what she needs to do. But this is being, I think the energy of Elliott right now is helping the entire team. This is just a huge shift. And Morgan Sikora.
That'll give you a little spark.
I mean, so Sikora and Morgan just, you know, they're up a set. They're up 4-3. They need to remember how they got here and just weather this storm, because right now, Elliott and Lalic are just bringing it. Such a great move. Awesome hands by both players.
Good.
Sikora and Elliott.
Elliott hanging in there.
Yep.
Ooh.
Phenomenal shot by Lalic. All right. Amazing defense by Elliott, getting back, trying to get out of the blitzing zone of Sikora on that last point. Again, great D. What do you think? Do you think that's like, have we had a dozen let cords, Lauren?
Certainly.
It's a very high percentage over normal. That is for certain.
Okay, another opportunity for Morgan Sikora. Back to the I formation. Ooh.
Yeah, Elliott wants that back. If she would have taken one step forward, I think she's making that volley.
I think at the last minute she maybe wanted to let it go and didn't. I don't know.
All right. Sikora's taking us out here in the 19. Oh.
Ooh.
I don't think Morgan knew how far back Sikora was at that time. But even so, she couldn't have hit that ball. It was a very deep lob. Phenomenal lobbing. And Morgan and Sikora just keeping them back behind that service line. Is that forehand? Coming out of a different side, but Sikora's really bringing that out.
What happened there?
Unclear. I think it just bounced differently than Morgan thought, because that's a rare screen miss by Morgan. So something funky happened there, Lauren. Great lobs. And just watching your feet at the net.
Just feel how important every point is right
I
now.
know.
That's the pressure from Lalic.
Yep. She's coming in. I mean, the respect that she has when the closer she gets to the net, it's like, does put inherent pressure on the quality of the shot that you send back. Because if it's not perfect, she's gonna make you pay.
Missed it.
Yep.
Okay, if Elliott and Lalic want to stay in this match, they're going to have to hold serve to do it.
I mean, this is great paddle right here, Lauren. I mean, the adjustments, the pressure that Elliott and Lalic are applying right now, but in a high percentage way. Like it's like imposing pressure. Is pretty incredible. So here we are, Elliott serving to Sikora.
See if Sikora hits any returns down the line.
You
see Morgan moving that lob around.
So smart.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Sikora just got lower and loaded on that. She was a little off balance, but she was committed to the shot.
First drive, return or drive of any sort we've seen Morgan miss in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, Morgan in all kinds of trouble and another lat cord.
I mean, but yeah, the defense, the mixing up of shots, incredible. Getting these pressure situations, Elliott serving.
And that feels really good when you're the server in a big moment to have your opponent hit the. That's just, she's got to keep using that shot. That down the line.
So good. You called it, Lauren.
Yeah, what's Morgan going to do here with this return? Okay, that.
There you go. Looks like she took a little pace off.
Yeah. Morgan Sikora got to get some deeper lobs. There's one.
Yes. There you go.
Get your opponent's feet out of the service box.
lie. You can see Lalic just positioning. When she knows a lob's coming, she's already at the service line. You know, anticipating. Wow, great little chip by Sikora. Great move, good cover by Morgan.
Trouble.
I was gonna say, that's gonna be trouble. It's a great recovery. Love how Morgan just threw up a nice high lob just to give them a little time. Just such incredible discipline by all 4 players. Such a great point. I just love to see Sikora step in when she decides to chip that ball, because that chip has been very effective, because it's hard to see if it's a lob or a drive. Phenomenal shot.
We're all even.
Oh my gosh.
What a get.
Great get by Morgan. She missed that volley, but I love the pressure that Morgan just came in right behind that, sniffed out a little weakness, and followed it up.
Paddle is such a crazy game, you know? I mean, they had those points for 5-2, Morgan and Sikora, and
Yeah.
once they lost that game, like, you just could feel the shift. Like you said it right away. You saw something different in Elliott. And it's just amazing the way momentum can change.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the shift that I noticed is just they're applying so much more pressure, but in a high percentage way. I mean, Elliott and Lalic, they're bringing it.
Yeah.
They're coming in, they're stepping into their drive, they're coming in behind it. I mean, they are, but if it's not the right ball, they're not.
That's deflating for Morgan Sikora. I mean, that game was quick too, and
Yeah.
a minute ago they were in the driver's seat, and now they're gotta try to stay in this set.
Absolutely. Again, stats by court director. If you want to check out any live scoring on the other courts, just go to courtdirector.com. It'll be all right there for you. But yeah, I mean, break points converted 80% to 56%. A lot of most of the stats are pretty close. Well, especially given it's 6-5. It's an incredibly close set. So, Lauren, if you are Sikora Morgan, what do you think? What should their mindset be right now if they were like their coach?
They just have to forget the missed opportunities they've had and go back to doing what got them a set and, a break ahead in this match. They've been playing so smart, so solid. No more missed returns. They missed a few returns. They missed a few shots that they weren't missing earlier. Just go back to what got you here.
Love it. I think it's interesting how they both they went 2 back that first point. Just has a devastating down up overhead. But she can only hit that when you hit a short lob. So grab that ball to into their body a little bit. See if they're gonna, yep, they're going 2 back again. Lalic is serving.
We haven't seen Sikora miss a backhand like that or Morgan miss a volley like that the whole match.
So smart for Elliott and Lalic, just going 2 back again at this critical moment. Just do something different. And
yeah, don't give them a target on the return. Absolutely.
Yeah. These are where are our strengths? Where are we hurting the most? With our drive, with our blitzing. Then hey, let's be at the baseline. We don't have to come serve and volley.
And Lalic likes to stay back on her serve a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Reset points from the brink of defeat. We're at reset points for Elliott and Lalic.
Here. I like that smooth swing by Sikora, not trying to do too much with it. Moving through it. I mean, if I were Sikora Morgan, I would want to try to ice out Elliott because she is feeling it. I mean, the both players are Lalic and Elliott are playing incredibly well.
But Lalic just missed the last 2 balls, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, Macy is just a force to be reckoned with.
She's dialed in.
Yeah. She's in that mode where the ball feels like it's 6 feet wide and she just wants every one. You can see in her body language, the energy she's giving, every shot, her footwork.
Well, she won that game. They won her service game when they had to win it to stay in the match, and it gave her a lot of confidence.
Recovery. Awesome cover by Morgan.
Oh my goodness, another leg cord. And from 40 love, it looked for all the world like we were going 3, but not so fast.
Set, I mean, I'm gonna say that's like the 14th neck cord. That can create frustration.
A drill.
I mean, I love how low Allison Morgan sets her paddle on those low trajectory middle balls. Just makes offensive opportunities difficult when that ball's so low.
You knew that was trouble.
Yeah. So of course she wants that one back. She should have popped that one up. She was not balanced hitting that shot. Okay, set point.
Set point number 4.
Unbelievable.
Good volley.
Phenomenal get by Morgan. And it's really amazing, like just almost like a approach shot by Elliott to take the net. Gotta get out of the loop of short lobs somehow, some way. Nice job.
Jeez. Another leg cord. Jeez. We're gonna keep saying another leg cord because it's so remarkable. The net is obviously loose.
It's that forehand that Sikora's really brought out this season. Just another element, another weapon to keep your opponents guessing. Tough ball, great dig. I mean, they are fighting tooth and nail here, Lauren. Such good play.
That was quite a point to end the set. We'll be back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel with live streaming by ProFlight and match statistics provided by Court Director.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. I'm Lauren Mandel, here with Denise Murphy at the Ridgewood Country Club, and we are here now for the third set of the women's final. This has been some tightly contested match, and after taking the first set, Morgan and Sikora were up in the second set. They were up 5-3, but Elliott and Lalic hung in there and played some incredible paddle, and we're all even now.
I mean, it's been an incredible display, Lauren, of talent and athleticism. I felt like after the first set, Elliott and Lalic kind of came out with a different plan to slow things down And then somewhere in the middle of that second set, a switch, it just, it went off in Elliott, where she just turned into a pressure offense player. I mean, she was on a mission. Her energy shifted. Just everything about her game, the strategy, and her and Lalic just, I feel like, have been riding that wave. And Sikora and Morgan have done a fantastic job to navigate that. But at the end of the day, they were, I mean, it's a close, obviously, 7-5 set, but wow. Was their Elliott and Lalic was just a power pressure team that just shifted gears, and so it'll be interesting to see how Sikora and Morgan counter that pressure, that power.
And also the disappointment of having the match on your paddle. And
yes.
But you know, they're veterans and they already look like they've regrouped. You just have to forget about it and say to yourself, okay, we're playing one set now for the title.
Okay, there we are. Okay, I think the score is incorrect at this point.
Yeah, when it freezes like that, the score freezes too, I think. A disappointing game for Morgan and Sikora. They had a game point there. They need something to get them going again. They need a spark.
Absolutely.
That was our epic second set.
Just so good. The level of play, the adjustments made. But we've got Macy Elliott taking us out and Charlotte Sikora returning. Wanted to say a special thank you to our tournament directors, Louis Valclair and assistant Daniel Blasco, putting on such a great tournament here. Oh wow. Gosh, I'm gonna check my eyes. I swear some of these balls.
I thought that was out, yeah.
The calls have been very generous.
That's gotta feel good. The timing on that was perfect.
Yeah. There's so many people behind the scenes making these tournaments happen. So thank you to all the volunteers, all the people who are actively involved with the organizing setup, and, you know, executing this awesome event. Thank you, thank you.
That was kind of an ill-advised foray into the net from Sikora.
Yeah. Getting back to some much better lobs by Morgan Sikora. Oh wow.
We're not even going to say anything anymore. Just assume there's going to be a let court every third point.
I mean, maybe, who knows? Maybe that's what ended up firing up Elliott. She's like, I'm so tired of these net courts.
That was one of the few that's really been playable.
Right.
There's the return that has been so effective this match.
Wow. It's been a phenomenal get by Elliott.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
There's no quick that they make it look easy, but I mean,
yeah,
they're really have to be fast to get those.
So fast. And then not only to get it, but then to send back a lob that bounces within a couple inches of the baseline.
A good job by Morgan and Sikora trying to regroup here.
I like that. Taking a little time. It's really, really smart. Just slowing things down. That right hip target of Lalic coming on that ad side is pretty devastating. It's just tough to defend against. Those short volleys, Lauren, that in the first set that Morgan and Sikora were hitting that were causing so much problems have kind of gone away, at least the
where are
intentional
they?
ones, because I think that they are just hitting everything, most, not all, but most drives with such incredible pace that it's just harder for them to control and absorb. But initially, I did feel like they were hitting them on some big balls too. Maybe their comfort level was just, you know, start off match, they start reading, you know, perhaps patterns of where their drives are going, and they feel comfortable stepping in and hitting that, but just haven't seen that. I mean, that shot for sure, that short volley by Morgan Sikora was the difference maker in the first set. And it was intentional.
Yes.
And maybe it's just, it's that same point, Lauren, that they're doing, Elliott and Lalic are doing such a great job of moving their big drives around and choosing different targets that it's harder, they're less predictable. So as a result, Morgan Sikora can't move on that to hit that softer, intentionally short volley, because they get more in reactive state right now with their volleys. Interesting. Okay. Elliott staying back. Lalic serving. Like I said it towards the end of that second set, I personally would try to cool off Elliott if I were Morgan Sikora right now.
I would say this is pretty much a do or die game for Morgan and Sikora.
Yes.
What a get.
That was a phenomenal get by Morgan.
And where she
Great
put it.
follow-up
I mean,
by Elliott. Gosh.
She didn't mean to hit it right on the line, but she just placed it perfectly.
Yeah. Smart pass on that by Lalic.
Yeah.
So smart.
And it's hard to do that in the heat of the, you know, ball's coming quickly, and you have to really have the presence of mind to let it go and not lunge for it.
You have to
There
also
too.
have
Yeah.
just implicit trust in your partner that she's there, she's got your back, which they obviously have. Wow. I mean, is this a cardio paddle?
Totally.
You have to hit 2 balls and then run back to the baseline. You're gonna hit 2 and then run to the net. Great point. She's just not gonna stop. Gosh, Elliott, I love as soon as she started running, her paddle was low and open in front of her. Scoop that ball right up. The early prep is so important with the paddle.
Finally got her. 20 drives later.
I mean, pressure, pressure, and more pressure. Again, I love that they're going 2 back because they just identified that that's where they're winning. It's just setting up their strengths, and they're just more comfortable right now. They're winning more points at the baseline.
Yeah, and they get a ball with the returner running in. You know, they're catching the returner in transition. It's the best drive they're going to get. Once they're both standing up there at the net, it's much harder for them to make an impression with their drives.
Absolutely. I think especially like teaching, like in league play, you know, players view that as, oh, it's a white flag. We stink. We can't handle what you have.
Right?
It's like,
No.
This is actually a really effective strategy to bring more of what you want.
Got her.
I mean, she is just, Lalic does such a phenomenal job of moving her targets around.
You
Gosh.
saw that Sikora looking for the backhand and got caught when she had to hit a forehand. Great drive by Lalic.
Elliott and Lalic are just so dialed in. It's like in these moments, Lauren, how do you stop the train?
Yeah, I mean, and this is what champions do, right? They find a way. They find a way. Gosh, we almost made that one too.
I know. Okay. Sikora is serving, Lalic returning. 3rd set at the Ridgewood Classic. That's a little forced. That's like the first ball, and I don't even remember it. I would say that was probably not a great decision. She was like almost on her knees.
I guess she
trying
was.
to try that. But hey, I guess she was committed, Lauren. She committed. Yeah, so Sikora and Morgan down love 5. Elliott and Lalic are just
They're cruising, and
They
Elliott
are
and Morgan
cruising.
should go back and look at this and see what they did so well for almost 2 full sets and how they were really controlling the pace of the match. And they had Elliott and Lalic in all sorts of frustration, and just a few errors turned the match around. And you can't give, you know, Macy Elliott's won nationals time after time, and Lalic is no slouch either, and you can't give players like that a chance to get back in because they'll take it.
miracles can happen though, Lauren.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I know I've lost sets where I've been up 5 loves, so.
Me too. I try not to think about that, but that's a big ball right there. Again, from the baseline, Morgan Sikora, a huge difference maker also is the quality of lobs. They will make you, Lalic and Elliott will make you pay for any
And
short
Morgan
lob.
Sikora handle it really well, all those different overheads, but it's just relentless.
Yeah. Wow. Great help there. Sikora didn't even try to go for that. And Morgan was right there.
There's a laser.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, right on the line.
Wow. But to your point, that's been a very effective return of Sikora's
Yeah.
down the line. How many has she gotten by Lalic? At least, I want to say at least a half dozen, which is a
Match
lot.
point. Yeah, Lalic is always leaning.
Great
Okay.
pressure by Sikora, coming in balanced. Paddle high and just kept moving forward. Big deuce point. All right, match point. Elliott serving. That ball was moving so fast I couldn't even tell if it was.
Yeah. Okay. Not over yet.
Oh,
Sikora and Morgan say we're still here.
yep. Lalic, halfway in the no man's land, is just smacking these rollers. Oh,
Ooh,
oh boy.
that was some good presence of mind Lalic had there, not to panic.
Yeah. We're not even gonna mention
Nope.
the leg cord.
No more
Yeah,
leg cord
no.
mentioning. It's match point number 3.
Okay. Like that, Lalic staying back. Moving that drive around beautifully. Lalic picks a different target almost every time. Morgan thought that ball was going through. She started running back and then committed back to the net. Oh my God. What am I witnessing right now?
What is happening?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
What a way to end it. My goodness.
What a last point.
I mean, I Morgan and Sikora really played a great match. I mean, Elliott and Lalic caught fire at the end of that second set, but what a high-quality match we just saw, Denise.
Yeah, I mean, just an incredible, the court director stats in front of us here, third set summary. But, wow. First of all, so
Elliott and Lalic had an 11-point streak at some point in that third set, which is how we got to 5-love. But otherwise, just a really well-played competitive match, and you know, fun to watch, and well-deserved win for Elliott and Lalic. And that's a wrap for the women's tournament here at the Ridgewood Classic, and we'll be back with right away, I think, with the men's final. Thanks, Denise.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lauren.
Someone has to speak English. Woen, you gotta.
The business owners that I'm working with have entrusted Corient in this work because we're really focused on supporting them in their important endeavors. They're functioning every day in their zone of genius, and their expectation of us is we're doing the same. My name is Anna Diaz. I'm a partner and wealth advisor at Corient. When we think about the work we're doing for our clients, we think about first financial, absolutely. It is not uncommon that our very successful business owners and clients are making disjointed decisions. Our job is to provide a proactive strategy so the filter in which they make these decisions is informed. Second is the emotional load. Our clients often are asking themselves, what am I missing? Our job is to remove that mental load so they feel that their strategy is optimized, is simplified, and is executed cleanly. And the third is generational. Absolutely, there is technical design that goes into that, but it is also the thoughtful impact they want to have with what they've created.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.